Hello, fellow shooters and fellow gun enthusiasts. My name is Kian Saranilla, and I will introduce you the leather holster products of Lordman leather guns and crafts and ammo. So today, I would introduce first the leather holster that they made for policemen, which is included in the duty rig set when purchased. So what I can say about this holster is that it's a good holster because it's durable. It keeps the gun in place, and when it's on your belt, when it's attached to your belt, it keeps your gun stable. Like, it doesn't move around pagka tumatakbo ka or paggalaw ka ng galaw, hindi siya gumagalaw. At the holster is not, it's not like hanging around, like it's just in place, and it's not loose, so it keeps it keeps a good retention on the gun as well. Durable also, and there's also a clip where you can keep it down, so for easy drawing, and then you can like put this up to protect the gun from grabbing, or from anyone who will grab it, or like to keep the gun from falling off. So there. The next we'll talk about the bikini holster. This bikini holster, it's a good holster. It's just that when the first time you use it, it will be hard for you to pull out your gun to draw your weapon, your sidearm, because the leather sticks to the gun at first, and it becomes hard, tumitigas siya. So kailangan talaga gamitin yung holster para masanay sa baril mo. So in doing that, you have to keep using it by keep on drawing and reholstering your gun in the range, so that the holster gets used to the gun itself when used. So for me, this is also a good holster, so that your gun has to get used to this type of holster. So my advice is keep using it every day, and when you go to the range, or if not, use it always when you don't use it every day, so that the gun gets used to the leather as well. Next will be reviewing the duty belts. So I see that these duty belts are modern because this duty belt is modern because it's made out of fiber. It's still the same as with the leather, but the only same thing that they have is the basket weave. It's similar to the leather's basket weave, as you can see, but it's modern because it's made out of fiber, and this is what most policemen use when they're on duty, because the fiber is a strong holster since it's hard, and it also keeps the gun retained because of its retention system, which makes it complicated and harder for let's say criminals, or like people who have bad intentions to grab the gun away from the cops' holster. The baton holder, it's also a good baton holder. I have nothing to say bad about it. It keeps the baton in place, and this is a lock to lock the baton for retention. So you have to unclip it to get your baton out. So that's the only disadvantage. But so far, it's a good baton. You can when you sheath it, when you put the baton in this holster, when you put the baton in this holster, it you don't have to put the lock, you don't have to clip it, because it keeps the baton in place. But if you want to keep it locked, it's up to you. It's our preference. Next, we have the handcuff holder. This one's the radio holder. It also keeps the radio in place. I have nothing to say about that. The handcuff holder, it's also good because it keeps the handcuffs in place, and it's durable as well. It's just that it will be harder for you to pull it out, or it will be slower because you will have to like unflap it you have to take out the clip before taking the handcuffs off. That's why some policemen use the handcuff holders without a flap or without cover. Next, we have the flashlight holder. I have no knowledge about. I have very little knowledge about this because I've never had this type of flashlight holder. But all I can say is it is good as well because it keeps the flashlight in place as long as the flashlight fits perfectly. It's not too loose. So, because if it's too loose, it can fall off. Next, we have the magazine pouches. This magazine pouches is also good. This magazine pouches is also good because it's also durable, keeps the gun in place. It protects the magazines from dirt and damages because it's covering the mags. The only problem is when reloading, you'll have to you will have to unclip it. You'll have to pull the flap with your non-dominant hand, with your non-shooting hand, in order for you to pull it out and reload. So far, the duty belts are good. I like I've tried wearing them. They're really comfortable. They're really good. It's just that it has to fit your size. So you really have to measure it. You have to check it before buying it so that it will be the right size. But you can adjust it. So far, you can adjust it so that if your waist gets bigger, you can unbuckle and then put it in another hole. You can put it here to adjust. You can go down to adjust it if your waist gets bigger. So in order to do that, you need a tool or you need to push this hard just so you can move this buckle to this hole, to these holes, so that you can put the buckle there and then you can fasten it when you wear it in your duty. For this one, there are slight differences because this holster is not fiber. This is not fiber, but it's leather. But it's still same thing with this one. It's still a good holster. This one I have nothing to say because it's also the same, similar. This baton holder, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say with this because it's also the same with this. Handcuff, okay. It is good also. It is good also, but because it is good because it covers the handcuffs, so it doesn't get handcuffs dirty, damaged. But the only thing is you really have to pull it like that just to get your handcuffs and when in arresting someone. That's like what I said. Most cops nowadays use handcuffs that don't have a flap, so that they can easily draw it, pull it out. This one I have nothing to say because it's just the same. This one, it's just the same as this. They're leather. They're both leather. It's just that this one's fiber. This one's full leather. This one's also leather. That's why I said this is full. That's why I said this is full leather because this one's also leather, and this one's leather. This one's leather also, but fiber because this part is fiber, as you can see. But nothing less. There's nothing bad about it. It's just that reloading, you have to pull this up. But at least when your magazine is in storage in your pouches, it doesn't get damaged. It doesn't get dirty or anything. No foreign particles goes in on it because of the magazine pouches. It protects it as well. These leather. This is the generic. This is the generic magazine pouches of the police officers around the world. Even during the old times, this used to be the magazine pouches of the police ever since the 90s when they started carrying 9mm and 40 cals semi-automatic magazine fed pistols. So yeah. With this one, it's also similar with this belt. This is that there's only four things: holster for your sidearm, for your firearm, handcuff pouch, medicine pouch, and magazine pouches. With a medicine pouch, it's leather. This one's fiber because as you can see, below it is fiber. This one, it's bigger than this, so I guess you can fit more in. Yeah, it's pretty similar. It's just that it's only 4 things on the belt, so you're only limited to 4 paraphernalias. Next we have this one. This one's fiber also. It's just that it's bigger than this one. This one's thinner. This one's bigger. Mostly this is for guns that has the platform of Beretta M9, 92 FS, or Taurus, or any gun that has the same shape of a Beretta 92. It's bigger. It's the same. It's just the same as this. It's just that this fits a gun. This just fits a specific gun, not a 1911. Because if you put a 1911 in it, it will be loose, and it can fall if it's not locked. And your 1911 is here, it can fall, and your gun will move. Your gun will like move around the holster, so it will make an annoying noise, and it will be like a nuisance because the gun is loose. So it will move around, it will fall, and the gun will be secured basically. So that's why it will be a nuisance. That's why when you pick a holster for your firearm, the holster should fit your firearm. Your firearm should fit the holster as well, so that there wouldn't be any nuisances like with what I said a while ago. Magazine pouch is also the same. So yeah, the basically leather stuff is really good. I really recommend leather belts, leather holsters. It's just that when you sweat and you're wearing leather, it stings. It goes into the leather, and it's well, and your leather belt or your holster gets affected. So it really makes a bad odor, based from my observations and studies. So next we'll be talking about this bikini holster. I think I have to add more about this, because like with this one, when you wear like a thicker belt, a super thick belt, it will be harder for you to put in the belt, to put the belts, to insert the belts here, because it's thick, and it's bigger than the holes. So it will be harder for you to insert it, and when you do insert it, it's gonna like, you will need strength to do so because of its thickness. That's why leather belts. That's why when you use this, you should use leather belts. Yeah, but so far leather's good. Lastly, I'll be discussing this competition rig, what competitive shooters use in competition, and IWB holster and OWB holster. I'll be discussing about this. So I'll start with this because I'm more familiar with this. This one is an outside holster because you can insert your belt here, which you can attach it around your belt, which is outside, like around in this position, in a 3 o'clock position, where you can easily draw your firearm. If you're right-handed, since this is a right-handed holster. If it's left-handed, it's vice versa. So far, this is a good holster. I like it. I have one of these for my airsoft sidearm. It fits perfectly, and when you draw, it's smooth. It's good. It keeps the gun in place because the leather holds the gun properly. Even if there's no clip, no flap, it still retains the gun. But if you wanna like use this for if you wanna use this holster for weapon retention, like if you wanna like use it like also to keep your gun away from people grabbing it, like let's say like those criminals or like those bad guys, they can easily grab it because there's no clip, a locking system, or a flap that locks your gun in the holster. But so far, it's a good holster. Leather's still good. This one is for inside, so you tuck this in, and then you clip this here, so that while this is under your garment, under your pants, this one that is clipped here will still keep the gun in place, and it wouldn't like move around while you're walking or running, and even when your gun is concealed under your garment, you will still feel the comfort because of the leather material, and and because like because of the leather material and how the way the leather is, how the way the holster was constructed for the shooter or for the owner, for the gun owner. So yeah. Lastly, we will discuss about the competition rig. I have very few knowledge about competition rigs because I mostly use leather stuff, leather rigs, leather gun belts, leather holsters, leather magazine pouches. That's what I mostly use. That's why I barely have knowledge for this. So, but I can still try my best to share what I know because I also have one of these. It's just that it's a different brand. For magazine pouches, I can say that your gun will be your gun when you put your gun in the holster, in this type of holster, like this, it keeps it in place. It's just that you have to lock it so that it wouldn't fall off. Because while you're walking, moving a lot, or running, your gun can fall off. So you have to lock it before when your gun is holstered so that it wouldn't fall off in the movement. But when it comes to drawing, it's really good. Like all you have to do, you don't have to like pull it out, or you don't have to pull it out excessively. You just have to raise, like you just have to pull it out like that. When you pull it out, you just have to like take the gun off the holster and then raise your hand. Raise your arm and then point the gun at the target, and you can fire your gun since it's already drawn. So for quick drawing, I suggest you can use this, especially for competition, because in competitions, of course, you need to draw your gun quick, your sidearm quick, because you're being timed. So yeah, I can say that you can use this holster. For the magazine pouches, it's good. It's just that there's no flap, there's no clip, so it doesn't lock the magazine. It doesn't lock the magazine fully because there's nothing obstructs it. So in order for you to like keep your holster, your magazine in place, you should adjust the screws, or try to avoid movement as possible when you're not shooting, and also like avoid using excessive movements while shooting when you're using this, like tumbling or sliding, because with those movements your magazines can fall off these pouches. So about these pouches, when it comes to drawing, it's good. It's really good. Like when you draw, you just have to like pull it out and then reload, and then you can reload. Not like with the ones with flaps. You have to like take this out. You have to pull this out, and then pull the magazine, and then you can reload, which takes time in reloading. This one, you just pull out, insert, and then from there you're able to reload, and then you can shoot your target again. Alright, for the belt, it's comfortable, and it's comfortable because it's nylon. It's a good material, and there's Velcro also. This one goes under your garters. This belt goes under the garters of your pants or your shorts, so that you can Velcro this from the outside of your from the outside of this. So, and the Velcro, and the purpose of the Velcro is to retain and stick the rig to your waist at all times during movements. So there, for the retention, I can say it's good because of the Velcro attachments. So yeah, that's it. That's all I can say. Every holster has its own pros and cons. Every holster has its own advantage and disadvantages. So that depends on the preference of the shooter. Whether he's a policeman, he's a concealed carrier, he trains in competitive shooting, or he's a soldier from a military branch, or or he's a bodyguard who's always wearing a suit or a barong, or someone who just carries a gun for EDC every day wearing any clothes. So that depends on the owner and the shooter as well. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.